Hi, it's me, Karen, your favorite booktuber, and today we are going to do a video that is inspired by the great, the incredible, the awesome Noor, who did a video inspired by TikTok where she took the TikTok report situation and brought it onto BookTube, and now I'm following in her footsteps to do the same thing. So if you don't happen to spend hours on TikTok, that's awesome. Report is basically a thing where you go through and kind of tell the people, the good people of TikTok, what's going on in your life. So R in report stands for reading, and I have been reading the International Booker books. I've read about 4.5 of them. I'm not having a good time, and so I took a Booker breather with The Extinction of Irena Gray. With The Extinction of Irena Ray by Jennifer Croft, and this book is awesome. The New York Times described it as droll, and I would agree. This book is very silly, absurd, funny, just so good. But basically what this is about, it's very meta and plays with the ideas of an unreliable narrator, the relationship between author and translator, etc., etc. Climate change comes up quite a bit, the meaning of art, whatever. But what the plot of this book is about, we have 8 or 9 translators who are gathered together in a remote village area of Poland where they are getting together for their annual summit where they will hunker down with their beloved author in order to translate her newest work of fiction. Except things go awry. Things are off on the first day, and then things really go awry on day 2 or day 3 when our beloved author has disappeared and no one knows where she is. They don't know how to find her, and our translators are very cerebral creatures. They left common sense at the airport. They forgot all about her. And instead of doing something logical, like, calling the police, leaving the premises, anything like that, these guys, they get weird. they create a shrine for their author with her images and her books. They engage in a duel at one point. They adopt a bird and start teaching it Polish. They also, at one point, there's a Halloween party where they dress up as various characters from her previous novels, and what you really find out is that they might not know their author as much as they thought they did, and it's very fascinating and funny to just see them unravel and break down the mystery of who Irena Ray is. So this is a lot of fun. I'm going to be talking about this a lot more. I can already tell it's going to be one of my favorite reads of the year. Then next up we have E for eating, and I've been in a little bit of a food rut, I would say, and I don't even know what to talk to you guys about, but I will. Maybe what we should talk about is over the weekend I went to this restaurant in London called r.e.p.o.r.t, and the restaurant is very small plates, rustic, cool vibes, but I tried a few different dishes. The one that I liked the most was the one that I started with, which was their oyster, which came with a sprinkling of apples on top, like little square bits of apples. I'll put a photo, and it was so good. The apple and the seaweed flavoring, however they do it, I don't know. It added an incredible lightness and freshness to the oyster, and 10 out of 10 would recommend you try oysters sprinkled with apples. Next up we have P for playing. This is a little tough for me because I don't really play games per se. I do play Tetris quite often, and I also do the mini crossword, but that's like a new thing, the crossword, like the mini one from the New York Times. It's only been in the last 2-3 months, but that is fun. So maybe that's what we'll go with that. Play the mini crossword, give that a go, okay? After that we have obsessing, and if you don't know, I have been obsessing over fountain pens. I think on my community tab I had some silly little comment where I was like, 2025 is going to be the year of the fountain pen for me. But then I was like, I can't wait that long, and I'm glad I didn't, because I've really enjoyed writing with a fountain pen. It's kind of made me a little bit of a snob to just use a fountain pen. It just makes the process, the experience of writing so much more pleasurable, and I've just deep dived. I'm watching podcasts and all these YouTube videos, learning about different kinds of ink and paper quality and all of this stuff. And I want to show you guys some of my fountain pens, just to give you, I don't know, add more to this video, I guess you could say. The first fountain pen that I got was this Pilot Metropolitan. This is a really great writer. I do like it. However, I don't find this to be a very beautiful pen. I think it's a little too business class, though the gold is very sleek. And that's my thoughts on it, but I am very happy to have this. I think this is like a good starter pen. Another good starter pen that people talk about quite a bit, but I didn't really love are these Kaweco Sports. I don't know what they're actually called. Yeah, Kaweco Sport. I got the green in the medium and this one in fine, and they're okay. They just kind of skip on me a bit more than I would like. So that's kind of put me off of them. And then because I saw Sailor pens and saw so many photos and was just really in awe of how beautiful and elegant these pens are, and they come in so many different colors, I got two Sailor Pro Gear Slims. Yes, these are both from the Sound of Rain collection. I believe this is winter. I don't remember what this one is called, but these are great pens to write with. They have the nibs, when they're on paper, give this interesting, I think people call it feedback, where it sounds like you're writing with a mechanical pencil on paper. It's just like a really nice sound for some reason, but also it's just really smooth. These are great to write with. I've been writing with these every single day, both of them. So that's the fountain pen situation. I've been obsessed. I don't think I'm going to really add any more to my collection unless I were to go to Japan or something like that. I think I'm really happy with what I have, and I don't want a lot because that's just too much. I can't work with that many pens. And then next up we have r.e.p.o.r.t. We have R for rec, and I'm gonna have to say, if I didn't sell you on it, you should definitely check out, as I mentioned, The Extinction of Irena Ray. I also want to recommend a channel that I've been watching, Amy Y'all. I think that's what the channel name is. I'll also leave her in the show notes. But she's just so much fun to watch. She's a ceramicist. That's how you say that word, right? And she has a book club that she partakes in, and she's just been showing her journaling and various hobbies, and I've been watching her videos. They're really like funny and chill. Okay, then we have T for treat. This one's a little tough for me because I'm not someone that feels a hankering for sweet treats. I don't partake like that. But I do sometimes engage in a second coffee in the day, so I guess that's my treat, if you were to say that. So yeah, since I've been in London, I've been drinking cappuccinos, so I guess that's my treat. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, if you have ideas for a good treat, let me know in the comments. Something like, what do we do for treats? What are the options? What are the possibilities? Let me know. In addition, I would love to hear your own little report and just, a breakdown of what's going on for you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be International Booker. So put your seatbelt on. Get ready.